Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 170. So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, and undisputed.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Turn the phone off, close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Leave me alone. Let me enjoy myself right now.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And there's the bell to start round one. It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? They both want the knockout. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
Todd, listen to them. Listen to them. You can hear the noise, but you don't know what they're saying. It's that loud. I'm sorry, man. I'm shouting your ear. I'm sorry.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right, concentrate. You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, every trick.
That left counter was perfectly timed. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Alvarez. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
I've been in fight.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. Good counter right hand again. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice exchange here from both men. Got out of the way that right hook. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez. Well, he is... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure in.
You've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? He threw the hook, didn't land.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. No rest for the weary. Nice exchange here from both men. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez. And around the... Back at it in round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Perfect counter lands. These two fighters are made for one another. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
He fails to score with that left hook. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. He blocks that jab. Coming back to life now. Starting to land some punches. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
He misses with that jab. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Good counter left hand there. Good punch. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. So much firepower here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Go out there and finish it. Don't get the jab and don't get carried away.
On to the 6th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That right hook won't score.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. And he misses with that jab. Ready to land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like two.
Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice shot with the left. Counter punching. It's all offense all the time. Both men step back for just a moment. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points. This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Lands with the right counter. Just missed with that hook. And the referee is right there, getting closer and closer to stopping this fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alvarez. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
There's the bell for round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. He just misses with that big right hand. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men.
It's everything we dreamt of. It's everything we've got excited and giddy for. This is what we're here for.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Good counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez. He is down big. There's the bell to start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Catch and shoot. And this with that jab. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
That's a scoring left hand. Nice counters. Whoa, and you saw the balance. Knees, the foundation, rocked. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do you tell him when he does it?
They're giving us a high-tempo show. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. 2, 3, 4. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Alvarez. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Go out there and finish him. Don't get the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense and what you...
This is the 10th. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
There's a counter shot. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little vagrant, a pickpocket.
Figure out the combination to this safe. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
I've seen it happen so many times. Don't take things for granted.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way.
Oh, I heard that never by Saul.
Let's talk about Alvarez. What would you tell? And there's the bell for round 11. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's certainly not going to... some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. Both men step back for just a moment.
Come on, give these guys a chance. They're just trying to figure out how they're going to deal with it.
The referee really thinking about stopping. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Alvarez. This is a very important. On to the 12th. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
That hook just can't find the target. Nice exchanges from both men in this ring. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Both men step back for just a moment. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Shot lands. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.